All right, I'm going to go through your site and show you how to work things here. First of all, go ahead and log in. I'll email you these credentials. And then this will be your main dashboard here. You can see pages. This is what you'll be most familiar with. And then products. So typically what I like to do is open up a second browser. And I'll have one on the back end of the site and one go up here and visit site. And this will take you to the main site. You can see now that we're logged in, you've got icons up here. So let's say we wanted to edit this page. We go up here. So this isn't actually a page, it's a category. So we'd edit product category here. Your site's nice in that it's all categories as opposed to pages. So all we've got to worry about are the categories. So you can see if you go into edit category, there's the name. And then if you wanted a default thumbnail, this probably won't apply to anything you're doing. So let's show you how to edit anything in the home page. I noticed that you'll probably want to edit these paragraphs and these images here, this text here. So if we go to edit page, and so now I'll click over here and I'll go to visit store. And so everything's chunked up by section. So if you go on the back end here, you'll see slider section, which would be this main area. So let's say you wanted to add an image to that slider image. You'd come up here. Let's see, maybe I clicked the wrong one. Add new slide there. Or you can probably change it from here. You could add a background image. Looks like my guy did it a little different here. So I'll have to show you that in a minute. I think he's pulling the slides from somewhere else. Yeah, it looks like he's used a revolution slider, so that would be where you change that homepage slider. Sell products. So anytime you click these three lines, it'll open it up. Make sure it's on visual. This is the text for like a programmer. Click on visual and then click this toolbar toggle, and that'll give you everything that you're used to seeing on a Word document. So we could change this, click save, and then preview changes. So anytime you make any edits at all, make sure you preview changes, see what you've done before you save it, which is this blue update button. So again here, that's a code, so you don't need to mess with that. Text, you could edit these here. And then see featured products. So I would come down to see what we're doing here. Featured products. So this actually pulls from when you load a product, it will give you the opportunity to check a little box and it'll load it as featured, and we'll go through that in a second. So from the blog, this is where you'll want to change as soon as possible. And so if you go in to the from the blog, he's just probably got code in here that's pulling from your posts. Exactly. So we'll cover that in a second. That's coming from your actual posts up here. So let's move down the home page, finish everything. So here's how you change this text. Newsletter text, that's just a code as well. Just pulling the newsletter widget. Logos, so here's where you change those logos. So you could remove and then add other ones. There's probably a decent amount of code in here. holding the sizing the way it is on that home page to make it look perfect here. So what I'd probably do is have you choose the logos that you want or the text that you want and send those to us, and we'll make sure they're sized correctly and get those in there. Or if you don't care for this section, we could just delete it altogether and have the newsletter and then the footer. Totally up to you. So again, any changes that you'd make, click Preview Changes, and that will let you see any of the changes you made. And then if you like it, click Update. If you don't like it, just hit the back arrow to go out, and it won't save the changes. So to edit those, the post field, these guys, go up into Posts. So see, it's giving me the opportunity to stay on the page, but we didn't make any changes, so I'll just move on. Go to Posts. So here is what's pulling from those these posts here. So if you go and you click on here, change the text there. My internet's being a little slow, sorry. And then you'd most likely want to edit this to something relevant based on what you put here. So if this was new one, you'd put /new-1. So that was relevant. And then obviously change the text here, standard format, and then change this featured image here. So you could remove, and then you could set featured image, take it from your library, or you could upload new photos to your media library. Select it there, click Select, and then Preview Change, and then Update if you like it. So that's going to get you those changed out. Any of the text you now know how to do. And then again, if you send us these, or if we choose to delete that, all you do is you'd go here to the home page, edit back in, and you'd scroll all the way down, if my internet will cooperate, and find the logo section and just delete it here. But I would preview change to make sure that's exactly what we wanted to have happen before I'd save it. And then the next thing is the products. So go over here, click on products, and this is where all the products will be loaded. You can see we've got a bunch of products loaded for you. Click on each product here, and you can change. You can write a little bit about the product, enter a SKU. We can manage stock inventory of how many you have each. It's super cool. And once you do that, you can actually enter the stock quantity, variations if you have the shirt in different colors. You can go through and add that. The product image here, you can add a product gallery here, and what that'll do is when you go to an individual product, it would have those thumbnail images below here, and that comes from adding, sorry, wrong page, adding a product gallery image. So if you wanted variations of the angle that you shot this image at, that's where you would add that, and then product short description here, and then again you'd preview changes and see when you make those changes, those text changes, where they show up, where the paragraph goes, so you can write a little bit about it, maybe the inspiration behind it or what have you. So those few things should get you going. Again, I'll be down there, I believe, next week, and we can go into more depth. And feel free to call me, email me, text me, and we can get into this more and get it on point exactly how you want it.